Hi everyone, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace. I'm here today with Ashley from Blue Eyed Gypsy Soul.
Hey guys.
We're going to be doing some mini sessions, donation based. We will not be taking super chat any longer though, because we just found out that with all the money we have raised, we still have not made our threshold because they take 30%, y'all. That is ridiculous. So, it's unfortunate, but hopefully everyone can still donate through PayPal. So that donation link is down below. These will be donation based, but it is donation of your choice. So remember that whatever you decide to donate, the more you get. Now, we will pull you at least 3 cards from the deck of your choice, or Ashley can do the pendulum and runes for you, depending on what your question is or what kind of clarity you want. Now, I will say that if you cannot donate, all we ask is that you simply like and share the video, and we will answer at least one question for you and pull 1 card. So I hope everyone is doing well tonight. I am going to share this to my Facebook real quick.
Hey guys.
So how is everyone doing tonight? I see a couple people joined in. I hope everyone is doing well. Oh, thank you. It's so good to see you. Hey, Danny.
What up, Danny?
So,
we love you too.
Yeah, it's I love the community that is building here, and I just want to thank you for everyone's support. Y'all are awesome and y'all rock. I hope everyone's been enjoying the motivational mornings. Tomorrow we will be wrapping up manifestation week for anyone who has not been joining in on that. Next week, we actually decided that we are going to be focusing on intuition and how to tell the difference between the soul versus ego. So that's going to be a good one too. All right, so let me get this shared real quick. And so if anyone has any questions, and don't be shy, y'all, like seriously. If anyone does just want to chit chat, whatever, anyone in the chat room, especially my tribe members, especially
check out your
Danny,
channel.
will take good care of you. Oh, we'll definitely check you out. That's awesome. Congratulations, especially if it's new. There are a lot of us out here, and it's just booming. Like there's so many, and especially with being a reader on YouTube, you really just have to go with what your soul calls to. The more you are true to what you have to offer, that's where the beautiful work really starts to come in. So we will definitely check you out, though.
I'm a little bit different. I don't do tarot. I can do tarot, but I don't really stick to that.
Listen, she's never really messed with tarot, so she doesn't even know if she really likes it or she doesn't. Is she a natural at it? Absolutely. The runes called to her, the pendulum called to her, the crystals called to her. So tarot might not necessarily be her the thing that she's drawn to most, but is she any less good at it? Absolutely not, because they speak to her the same way they speak to me. It's just she has a different way of going about it, and that's exactly what I was saying. It's a beautiful thing. Everyone has something great to offer with their light working ability, and that's why I love what we do, because no practitioner is exactly the same. And it's the one part of society where we can truly be like, this is who we are and this is our ability, and it's a beautiful exchange. Hey Carlton, you're here. I feel like it's been forever, homie.
Yeah, I was, hey honey, I was
Hey,
definitely called to the brains and to my crystal crystal work. I actually just got my certification, so I am now a crystal therapist.
Yes. Okay. So me and you are on the same level. Like when I started going through the different clairs, I realized how many different abilities I have. Now, like especially you know, and it's so bad because my brain takes on so much information. It's hard for me to remember all the details. But there are some that I have experienced, but especially with my clairaudience and my clairvoyancy are definitely my strongest attributes. So oh, nice. See, and like the astrology, I'm just starting to get into. I have some friends, like my brother Nelson.
Oh, yeah.
He is getting into it, and he's like calling it like it is, man. He's calling me every couple of days. Has this happened yet? Has this happened yet? And it's all things that I'm sensing, but hasn't quite happened yet. So, and see, this is what I love. My tribe's rolling in. Y'all always show up. I love that shit. So yeah, I love you all. Just know that. So um
Let me go ahead and get everything
sorry.
up so I can see you guys as well.
Still, I get so distracted, y'all. Like my ADD is for real. So all right. Now, so everyone knows how this rolls, and of course my people are in here. So if you do need a question, you know I got you. If Nick does hop in here too, he already gets a question because he donated and is like, I want to be more involved. So I'll just go ahead and drop this in here, and y'all hit me up when you can.
Also,
So
I don't know if you guys, because a bunch of you weren't on when we first started, we are no longer accepting super chat donations. Hey, Deb.
yes.
Super
So
chat is trying to.
it's such a ripoff, man. Like
Rough.
I was wondering how we had saved up. Like, I mean, we made quite a bit of money off of doing these mini sessions, and so many people were donating through Super Chat. And I was like, well, why haven't I met that threshold yet? Like, I'm still waiting to meet that threshold. And when I looked it up, I wasn't even halfway there, y'all. And I was like, okay, so I went back and I added up everything that we had earned, and listen, they basically like took $100 of what we owed. They're taking 30%. So it's so bad. Yeah, 30%. 30%, y'all. So please, you know, PayPal's only 3%. It's not worth going through Super Chat. And basically anything that you do donate through Super Chat is not coming to us. So yeah, it's terrible. So please, if anyone does want to donate, please donate through PayPal, and don't jack yourself or us, because it's just not worth it. I appreciate everyone who has donated, but we just won't be doing that anymore. It's not. Everyone's wasting their money on it. We're basically paying YouTube. So yeah, so about that. But at least we know now. We know. So I hope everyone's having a good night. And for anyone who is new or Nick, there you are. So Nick gets a question. I was just telling everyone that Nick does get a question because you donated.
What's up, Nick? What's your question?
Yeah. So if anyone is new and does not know how we roll, which it seems about all the normal people are in here right now, but we are doing donation-based readings. We are not using Super Chat anymore, only PayPal. And if you donate, the more you donate, the more you get. But we will pull you cards. We can do the runes. We can do the pendulum. Whatever you need, you just give us your question. And if you can't afford to donate, at least like and share the video, and we will pull you one card. Okay? So with that, like I said, I'm pretty sure that most of the people in here are regulars. So how is everyone doing? Have y'all been working on the manifestation week, and how is that going for you?
Also, know behind us that there are some candles lit with our salt lamp underneath it. It is not a huge fireball behind us like I thought it just was.
Thanks, Tonk. I just got that. Love you.
Stuff's moving around, guys.
Yeah, we got the train rolling by, shaking the house.
Do you see the fireball I'm talking about back there? I had to remind everyone that that's not a fireball. It's our salt lamp and candles. I had to look for myself. I was like, oh shit, there's something on fire.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, I have been using the AdSense. I was accepted with AdSense earlier this year. I want to say March, and I still have not received one check. Okay. Even with us doing this, we are in November, y'all. Like, it's craziness. All right. So Nick wants to know about his girlfriend's daughter. Okay, Nick, what is your sign again, and do you know hers? She's like pre-teenish. Teen, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Guys, everything's on fire today. Drop some mugwort on the ground. Damn mugwort. In my hair. Good Lord. Y'all, this juniper burns very weird.
Wow, there is a lot of people. Hi, John. Hi. Yeah, absolutely. So the way that this works is we are doing donation-based readings. It is donation of your choice. There is a PayPal link down below if you want to donate. You know, the more you donate, the more you get. We love to throw bonuses. So if you want to do that, then we will pull you a card from any deck. We can definitely get some insight on what is going on there. And oh my God, that's craziness. We can definitely figure out something though. But if you can't afford to donate, all we ask is that you simply like and share the video, and we'll give you one question, okay? So Nick, okay, Taurus, and she's a Capricorn. Listen, I'm not seeing any of that. I'm seeing like so many other people involved. I don't think it's just about you and her, okay? How old is everyone in the tribe? I think we all range different ages. So me and Ashley are 30. You're 31.
Yeah, I'll be 32 in March.
Yeah.
Nick, I got a yes when I asked my pendulum if things will change between you two. I think she just wants to come around.
I think she's being influenced by a lot of different people. Yes.
Yay.
Oh, we will. We'll even make you a little video. Danny, we were talking about it earlier today too, about how we need to come back with a Snapchat rendition for you.
I have a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, an 8-year-old.
Awesome. Okay. It is. 10 is a very, very tricky age.
And yes, don't take it to heart.
Influenced. You know, I feel like also with, let's see.
Is her dad around a lot?
Yeah.
Like, is he...
I'm getting that it's from outside sources, but it's still within the family. Like
dad, grandma, maybe.
You know, so listen, okay, if you have an ex that, you know, probably isn't the greatest influence for the kids, but are still in the picture, it could be tricky, right? Especially being 10 and depending on how long the parents were together for, you know.
Thanks, and I appreciate that.
It can be really hard for children to understand why their parents aren't together anymore, especially if it hasn't been a long time since they've been broken up. You know, it can take several years for kids
she might still be in mom and dad mode.
Yeah, exactly. But there are a lot of other influences. I see a water sign, a female water sign, a female fire sign, and then
if that's the case, if she's never fully accepted it, then you're fighting a losing battle at the moment.
Yeah.
You got to step back and let her do her thing.
Exactly. And you know, don't push her so hard. Like, we have a tendency to, when we want to become part of a family, and I've been there too. Listen, you know, we want to fit in, we want to make things as easy as possible, but in the grand scheme of things, if we really want to figure out how to get into a child's life like that, when they're confused, when they're lost, and they're really not sure how to act upon their emotions, you have to take your sweet, sweet time and, you know, try to figure out things on her level, figure out what she likes, figure out how she reacts to certain people.
How long have you been in her life? Can I ask that, Nick? I know you probably told us once before, but I'm just curious.
Danny is definitely a kid at heart. Like, all I see from his videos, and, you know, because I started following him on Instagram and stuff, like, you might be 42, but
not
you're totally,
only that, you're like, freaking hilarious.
You are.
Danny. Like, we have not laughed so hard in so long.
The show is great. I'm just saying.
Just said, but we're all
and reverting. I love
Nothing wrong with that.
I love it. For a while. I mean,
what's a while though? Is that like a year, like 2 years, like
how long are we talking? Because everyone's time is different.
And you're talking about a baby woman.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is there any other siblings?
Okay, so she's definitely keeping something hidden.
Close to a year. That's not very long.
It's not very long.
Especially for a girl.
Especially for a 10-year-old
Joyce
girl.
said she's actually 12:48.
Yes. Oh, goodness. Oh, thanks, John. I'll get to you next. Okay, so, and I'm not saying that it's other siblings. I'm saying that it's other people.
No, I had asked if there was other siblings involved or if it was just her. If she's an only child, dude, you got
your hands full. You do, because she's not used to sharing. The only child syndrome is strong. Like,
only child, a little girl.
Yeah.
10 years old.
There's a lot stacking against you on this one.
Well, buddy, but I did get from the pendulum that yes, it will change, but I mean, it's going to take some time for her to let her guard down, and maybe there is, like Jess said, she feels like there's somebody kind of in her ear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm telling you, there are other people involved. I'm kind of feeling like it's more from other family members. You know, and not necessarily like bad mouthing you,
maybe
but
just asking questions
is what, like trying to get information. You know what I'm saying? So the way that she's feeling about you got the decision card.
Almost like the less she knows, the less she can tell.
I would definitely be careful about what information you give her, because especially with the Page of Swords being on the bottom, this could talk about someone telling secrets. Yeah. And someone being like almost secretive and spying.
And John, go ahead and throw your question back up there too. So
exactly. Go ahead and send us your question and I'll get to you next. But with the decision card, it's like, it's almost like she's trying to push you away. And that's exactly what it is. I do feel like,
want her dad to feel bad.
Yes. Yeah. And, you know, and if the dad is still an active part of her life, then it probably is one of those things like, okay, well, if I can gather information on him and make him feel like a fool, then he will leave. You know what I'm saying? It's
Danny.
so, but you also have to think too, what child knows that form of manipulation without the influence of others? So just keep that in mind too.
I'm gonna go ahead and get John on that because that looks like a pendulum.
So
T Rose just jumped in and
okay,
Ben
hi
is
T
talking about
Rose.
his love train.
But I will also say too that you know, listen, I've been there with my ex and the crazy baby parent drama. Like, it is not fun. She spied on me all the time, keyed my car, had those kids fighting me left and right, just because she didn't want anyone else in her kids' lives. Like, she did not want her ex to be happy. So it all depends on the situation. Take it for what it's worth. All right. So okay, what is the intention of this new lady and John's? She's looking to have a good old time.
Yeah, I gotta know. Hey, Lachey, hey, baby. Yeah, I definitely gotta know what the pendulum on. She's not having
No, she's looking to have a good fucking time. And I almost get this.
Does your dad have a nice amount of money?
She is not.
Money, right? Yep.
She's not being faithful to him either, is what I'm getting. There's someone else there.
So
what are the intentions?
Hi T Rose, how are you? This is actually a donation-based reading, and how this works is you donation of your choice. We do not use Super Chat anymore. We do use PayPal. The link is in the description. So it's a donation of your choice. The more you donate, the more we give. If you cannot donate at this moment, T Rose Lover, you can like and share the video and we will get you a question. Hi, the unknown. What's up?
Okay, so this is what I have, John. Not only is she just looking for a good time, but like I do honestly feel that he's not the only option. She's keeping her options open. Okay. I don't really feel like she's serious about your dad.
She might be doing this to a few people.
Yeah. Especially with the 5 of Staffs here too. I feel like she's playing games is what I'm getting. It's all strategy for her. Now, I will say that I kind of feel like the energy on the bottom of the deck is more towards your dad, and he does have a lot of good things that is coming his way if he changes certain things, but he's got to be more careful about who he lets in his life. Okay.
He seems like he has a big heart.
Hey, unknown.
He just wants to party and get money in the fast lane. You know, I mean,
yeah, that's pretty much what it.
The Shay Talks was saying earlier, her and the little one has not been feeling too great. They are healthy, they're just not feeling too great.
Who is that?
Lachey was asking where Tonks has been.
Oh.
Yeah, and then he has a big heart, so he's just going to be accepting of whoever wants to love him at the moment. And that's okay. Some people, I mean, I have a huge heart. I always find the lover in everyone.
So, yeah, I hope everyone is feeling okay. I know that, and listen, I'll tell y'all too. So, tomorrow we will actually be filing for our business license.
We're so excited, guys.
But we will be making the pillow, the herb pillows.
The one that we told. Jesus. It's like the third time, guys. Okay, so we got this new juniper last month when we went to the retreat, and it's so freaking like messy. Like, it makes such a mess. It
it doesn't burn, right?
It burns weird.
Like sage.
It's like
So
falling all over the place.
thanks guys. It's gonna
Thank
be
you,
awesome.
guys.
But one of the things that we'll be selling is the whole
Okay,
herb
so
pillows.
yeah, like we were telling you how to make Cynthia for you and your son. What you want to do is you want yeah, the mugwort pillows. Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Yep.
We actually made one for a friend of ours and his sickness was gone overnight. Even used it on the kids. So we really believe in the mugwort and the mullein leaf, and we're in the lavender together.
Right.
We're just, it's going to be great. You guys are going to love it. We're going to have such a great shop. I can't wait, Daddy.
So
you have a blanket? I mean, a pillow or something?
No, I just need my big butt to quit ripping it down.
You burn so nice. That's what I'm talking about, girl.
So yeah, but we will be doing custom orders too. So like if there's certain things that you're having trouble with, whether it be, you know,
sleep,
restless
stress,
sleep, stress, sickness, depression, that kind of thing, remembering your dreams, that kind of thing. We're gonna have certain
I'll definitely start one, Cynthia.
We can do that for you. So I will let everyone know, especially after sending stuff to Danny. I love you. But for anyone that is international, we'll be having to pay extra for shipping because it's expensive.
We almost had to sell a kid. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Just the foot. I'm just okay. I'll stop. Yeah, no, it was ridiculous. They were like, "Oh yeah, so that's gonna be $10." Like,
we're like, can we just work for an hour?
Like, I'm pretty sure this thing is like not even a pound.
I laughed at her because I was like, what are you going to say when you go in there? Like, they're going to want to know what's in the package.
It's
like,
mugwort tea. So, yeah.
Customs is going to have fun with that one.
Right. And
love it.
I mean, and even the lady in there, she was like, what is mugwort tea? And I said, listen, girl, but the cold season coming up, if you don't want to be
24 to ship back to us? Holy hell.
God.
What are they doing to us, y'all?
This is
Can't
ridiculous.
We just, like, okay, so we're going to have to start, like, doing messenger pigeons.
Right.
Again, guys. Someone get me an owl.
So, yeah, it has. It's been nuts. Like,
I said it was
spices, what else? Wow. Yeah. I mean, and I even told her, I was like, listen, with the cold season coming up, just if you're looking for an alternative method, do this.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it is.
You don't want to be bogged down with NyQuil and DayQuil and NyQuil and DayQuil. I mean, it's crazy.
I mean, we basically went through a strep in this house without any of us getting sick, like really sick.
Even the child
or taking
that was
medicine.
Diagnosed with strep, all she had to take was amoxicillin and she was great.
Oh, thanks, Danny. Y'all, you're worth it. It was. We had fun putting it together for you.
Also, I just had a download. It's amazing. Jess doesn't even know about this. For all of our tribe members that are part of our group on Facebook, make sure that we have your addresses because I want to do Christmas something.
Oh,
something Christmas
fun.
Something. Whether it's cards, whether we do a secret Santa. Whether we do just something fun for Christmas. I know, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I literally, I don't know if you guys saw me, I like left for a minute and then came back, and that's what I came back with. So buckle up, Buttercup. We're about to have Christmas.
So, okay, tribe members, you know who you are. Make sure you give us your address so we can do that for you and start getting stuff together.
And we could be pen pals, Cynthia. Just so you know, I was a scribe in a past life, and I'm like I love to write.
Yeah.
It's my thing.
And it is. I forgot how much I enjoy writing, and I actually started writing my brother again, one of my brothers.
Nice, Danny.
It does. It feels good to put that pen to paper. So yeah, I would definitely
and bring back that old physical address, Joyce. We're not coming to get you. We just want to send. We just want to send you
goodies. But yeah, so. I'm starting to warm up in here, y'all. Sorry, I'm going to have to take some layers off.
But you can still send us your email address too, because if you are not comfortable with sending us your physical address, that is okay. We will still love you, and we will send you a freaking e-card. So just let us know. Yeah, letter writing is definitely a lost art. Okay. Oh, I hear you, girl. Yay, headaches. Sorry about that, baby. I hope you feel better.
I'm sending you nothing but love and light. Samuel is the best. It is a lost art, man. I used to write all the time, and I don't even know why I got out of it. And I actually started realizing that when I started, working in this line of work, that the channeled poems and stuff that
you guys
I
can
write.
bang on my door any day. I've got 3 bedrooms. Don't
tempt us.
We like to travel.
Yeah, dude, I'm serious. I would be hitting that shit up in a heartbeat.
We're gypsies.
We are gypsies. And listen, you'll be surprised when we come knocking on your door. We're like, all right, Danny, show us a good time. We're ready.
Hi, Danny, it's us.
Yes.
You open the door and be like, oh my God.
But you said we could.
So now we're here.
Yeah. So
I know we were talking about the cursive writing the other day. I actually had a friend. Yes, Joyce, you can send it to me on Messenger. We were talking about the cursive writing getting taken out. It's got to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. One, all of our old documents that are part of history are in cursive. Like, what the hell are you thinking, school?
Yeah, it's like
so kids
stupid.
Don't even know how to sign their names.
No.
And my daughter, I actually taught her how to sign her name in cursive, and she wrote her name in cursive on her paper, and they took points off for it and told her that she was not allowed to write cursive anymore. So,
all right,
it's pretty frustrating.
So, does anyone else have any questions?
Remember, we are not taking Super Chat. We are only doing PayPal. Yeah. Super Chat is taxing.
I can't believe that, y'all.
30%. We almost died.
30%. I was just, every time I look at it, I was
well, we kept saying, like, we know that we've made enough from all your wonderful donations and all of our mini sessions that we've been doing. We know we've made enough to get our payout. Where the hell's our payout? And then we look and we're like, oh, that's why. Because every time we get close, you take 30%.
We will be coming in the summer. I don't do snow.
Yeah.
No. It's pretty to look at and everything, but no.
For like, it snowed here in South Carolina for like 4 days. And by the second day, I was like, can this be over now?
We couldn't go anywhere.
We were snowed in to everything. It was like 3 inches of snow. We were freaking snowed in.
Okay. Mind you, here in South Carolina, we're not
storm ready.
We are not prepared for snow.
For even anything.
Nothing is. Like
floods, nothing. We're prepared for nothing.
Okay, for real. We don't have salt trucks. Our bridges are not built for ice. So every bridge gets shut down. All the roads get shut down and iced over. We can't get anywhere.
We're coastal, so all of our interstates are switched. You're only able to go out. You're not able to come in.
It's a madhouse. So everyone was cooped up for like 4 days, and it was snow bad.
It was snow bad.
But yeah, I mean, and it was just dumping and dumping and dumping, and then everything froze underneath. So no matter what,
I have family in Sumter.
Oh, nice. Oh shit. Okay. All right, Lachey. Yeah.
Aren't you coming too? You could, like, it's literally like 2 hours away.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You could come straight to us, drop the kids off, come to us.
Right.
I have enough rooms.
We'll yeah, we can do lunch or something. Then you can see where we're gonna do
leaving in an hour. Nice.
So yeah, it's but we are not built for the ice here. We are not built for snow. And because some areas are more shaded than others, it takes the roads longer to thaw out. The road in front of my mom's house was frozen for 5 days. Like there was one patch I couldn't get out the driveway.
We have for some of you that'll be here on the retreat, you'll see we have a stocked pond on the property, and that thing was so frozen. Like it was crazy to see because I've never really I've been in South Carolina my whole life. I'm from Louisiana, but I was raised here, so I've never really seen a lot of snow at one time. And I was like, oh, it's so pretty the first day. Then the second day, I was like, this sucks. Why is this still happening?
Yeah.
Totally a beach girl, totally a river girl. I'm a mermaid at heart.
Yes.
I like
water
to surf.
all the way.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not about like, let's go snowboarding. Like, I don't even know. I asked my wife the other day, I was like, have you ever skied? She was like, yeah, it sucked. I can't get my ankles to do the right thing. No, we didn't go skating. I didn't want to fall in. I was already freaking cold. I've only been ice skating one time. And it was okay. It was all right. I just didn't care for it. Oh no, Lachey. Oh, yes, girl. For a second, I was like, oh no, she's going to be alone. But then I was like, with no kids? Yes, girl. Yes. Oh, Lord.
No, don't do that.
But how does it? Oh my goodness. I don't even know why I still live here.
Come meet us in the middle, Danny.
We got a good friend actually. That is from Canada too. But he's finally back. Totally drawing a blank right now because I wanted to talk about him. Tyson. Do you remember Tyson from high school?
No.
He was missing a finger?
Nope. Listen, I have a great memory, guys. She does. Okay. We went to high school together. We did hang out with some similar people, but a lot of them, you know, we were both floaters, so we both had our own groups, our own people, whatever. Now, there are some people like we actually hung out with, like legit hung out with for a while, and she's like, you remember? Nope.
I mean, like really close. Like
I have no idea.
But it's so funny because she'll do the same thing. She'll be like, do you remember why we didn't do this? I do. This is what you did, Ashley. So we've got like great memories when it comes to like remembering
the details are different of what we actually
Do you know Tyson?
Remember.
Shut up. Do you really? Are you just saying that? Or do you really know Tyson? Because that's one of my best friends in the world. I love him. He's such a sweetheart. He's got such a great attitude towards life. If you know Tyson, that'll be the craziest thing ever. But I feel like you're pulling the leg, Danny.
I'm sure he is. Because
like
Canada is fucking huge. Like, I mean, how do you even know do you even know what part of Canada?
No, yeah. I don't know what part of Canada.
Tyson from Canada. Yes.
No friggin' way. I love you, Danny.
So funny.
Just joking. I love you, Danny.
Yeah.
Also, guys, I'm very gullible. Danny, I am. I want to believe everyone. It's been a problem throughout my life. I've always found the super good in everybody, and I always think that like someone's like, oh my god, there's an alligator out there, and I'm like, where? And they're like, just kidding, we're in the middle of the woods, and I'm like, oh, I thought there was an alligator.
Oh goodness. So yeah, y'all. I mean, it is. We're doing good though.
Conk said, Danny, stop.
I know, I saw that. I wanted to say
quit,
it.
Quit messing with Ashley. God.
Listen, and okay, so I was actually having this talk with my dad earlier today too, because he has this thing, like he's very mistrusting. Like he's scared to trust anybody at this point. So when it does come to a point that he does trust someone, he gets on himself like, well, you know, okay, I understand no one's perfect, but there's certain things that keep happening, like repeating patterns, like I want you, but I don't. I want you when it's convenient, but I don't. And now it's not convenient, you know? So it's kind of like that push and pull relationships that he's kind of pulling in. And I had to tell him, like, listen, you know, it's one thing to it's one thing to be trusting of just anyone and, you know, letting just whoever come into your life. You have to be able to trust your intuition. If you don't get a good vibe off them, then they're not the people to be in your life. But if you happen to have a connection with someone that is mistreating you and your feelings and acting as if only their feelings count, then you have to make sure you're finding the balance in there. And if they keep wanting to leave, then you need to let them. You know what I'm saying? So, um, no. And you know, Cynthia's right. I really feel like once all of us get together, the shit's gonna be a hoot. I'm serious.
Also, guys, while we were talking, I pulled a card from the Universe Has Your Back deck because you guys know that's my favorite deck to play with. I love it. And I got, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. I don't know. Can you guys see this? Oh, there it is. Look how pretty that is. When I think I surrendered, I surrender more.
And that is a true statement, man. I can't tell you how many times I've surrendered. You know what? I'll actually tell y'all about my first real experience when I felt like I was fully surrendering, but I was not. Taurus, yay. Lachey knows what I'm talking about. So it was right around the time, it was actually the first time that I left my husband. And it was one of those times in my life where I was so confused and so wrapped up in shit that I couldn't think clearly around him. And all I know is I needed to get distance. Well, I couldn't go to my mom's at that time because my brother was there and I just could not walk into that shit show. So I went and stayed with a friend. And me and this friend weren't we've had a rocky relationship over, you know, our 30 years of friendship. And um it was a place for me to go at the time, but it wasn't really a great place and it ended up blowing up, whatever. So I remember that I was only there for a week, but he tried all week long to either convince me that I was losing my mind and that I was ruining our marriage. I just needed to come home. He would fix everything. Blah, blah, blah.
It's always the other person's fault.
Yeah, and listen, it was to the point, like, I was mind fucked so bad that I remember just being like, listen, I don't want to feel this anymore. Tell me what I need to do. I give up. I am completely at a loss here. And I went into my meditation. I was watching YouTube videos, which I had to get off of because most of them were about relationships, and all of them were telling me what my intuition was already telling.
Now it is when you're going through something that pops up everywhere.
Yeah. And so I watched a video and I went and did a meditation. I was laying down in bed and I could literally feel the bed start shaking. And it's like almost like when the train goes by here. Yeah. You feel everything shake. And that's what it felt like. I mean, I could literally feel the movement of the bed. And I just closed my eyes and I told them, I was like, listen, I don't want to be scared. I don't want to be scared. And I was just starting to go through my mediumship classes then too. So I was just starting to open up. And as soon as I closed my eyes, there's like, it almost looked like the light from a lighthouse in the room. It was so, so bright. I've never experienced anything quite like this, even till this day. It was such a surreal experience. But my grandfather actually came in, and I mean, he was standing as close to you as, me and Ashley are. And I just reached out my hand and I wasn't met with a physical hand, but as soon as I laid it on the pillow, I could feel the pressure of his hand. And he said, "It's okay, Jess." And I said, "What's okay?" He said, "It's okay to let go. This isn't right for you anymore." And I said, "Is it true? Is what I'm feeling true?" And, of course, we have to be careful about ego answers. But he did say yes. And he said, he loves you, but he doesn't know how to love properly.
Yeah.
And if you stay in this, you're going to lose yourself. And sure enough, I decided to stay. I decided to stay. He talked me back into it, not once, but twice. That third time, you ain't getting me again. You know what I'm saying? But that experience was so fucking real, y'all. Like, I still have a hard time processing it all because it was a beautiful experience. And I mean, the way that he came in that day, and even then I was like, I surrender. I will do whatever you want me to. Just make me stop feeling this. He poured all that love onto me, y'all, and I still let the asshole talk me back. You know what I'm saying? I did not fully surrender. I just wanted that pain to stop, and I said whatever it took. And it still took me a while to get to that point of saying, okay, I have literally tried everything.
Almost like when we're kids and we're like, God, if you just get me out of trouble, I will never do that again. I will never ever do that again. And then you get out of the trouble and then you do this shit again.
Yes. And so it was. I mean, I had to learn my lesson, and I had to learn it the right way. And one of the best readers I've ever had the pleasure of working with, Stephanie from Divine Soul Journey. She's amazing. And the very first reading I ever got from her, she said, you will know when there is no doubt. You will not second guess it. And the first dream circle I ever went with my friend Erin, and I was totally led to her, they had to lead me up to certain things in order for me to get it through my thick skull that I really shouldn't have stuck around as long as I did. And if I would have listened before, I would have seen the signs, but I didn't. And that's on me. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. And because I stuck it out, you know, I can honestly say that I tried my best. But even with all of that, I have still had to surrender more and more and more. Hi, Amanda. Nice to see you. So, yeah, I mean, it's all like different phases of your journey. You're constantly going to be surrendering more and more. And when you think that you've surrendered enough, you need to surrender more. We tend to think that we have it all in, but yet we still have so much fear and ego attached, conditioning attached, that it's really hard to fully let go. So just be aware of yourself, and if you feel like you need to, then work on it. So but yeah, that one experience was almost 3 years ago now. Almost 3 years ago. And you know, to think of that first time that I was like, I surrender, I give it up, I don't want this shit no more, I don't want to feel it, I don't know what to do, y'all tell me what to do, right? And I've done it so many more times, so many more. And
that's what we do. We learn by trial and error.
Yes.
That's okay. Oh man.
Yeah. Listen, I'm telling you, there's so many things, Cynthia. Okay, so what Tonk just said. The proof for me that being with my ex is a terrible idea is the fact that I'm not experiencing migraines on a daily basis. I hardly get them anymore. Since I left, I have been able to get off my hormone medicine, my heart medicine, which they told me I was going to be on for the rest of my life. All the other health issues that I had problems with, gone. Like, I'm not having any issues. I haven't seen a doctor since July, and that's the longest I've gone in over a decade.
Hi, Winning Moon. Sorry you can't sleep, honey.
Oh, that's Linda. Hi, Linda.
Is that Linda?
Yes, it is. She had to change her name.
Hi, Linda.
Yes. This year has been a doozy, Danny. Like, literally. Not only with it being an 11-year, but we are, with all the astrological shifts. I mean, think about how many fucking retrogrades we've been through. And I mean, there is at one point in the year we went through what, like 8 within a couple weeks. It was just it's insane. So oh my goodness, I can't believe you're up, Linda. I really can't. I hope you sleep well, like just sleep hard.
I don't ever sleep anymore. My sleep is so far in between, and it's so needed. I have a bad habit of staying awake after everybody goes to sleep for like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah. So for anyone that is joining in, we are doing donation-based readings. It is donation of your choice. There's a PayPal link down below in the description box.
No more super chat.
No more super chat because they are taking 30%, y'all. They are trying to rob us.
They are trying to rob us, y'all.
So don't waste your money. Don't do it. Go through PayPal. It's much easier and still very secure. So with that being said, if you want to donate, the more you donate, the more bonuses you get. Put us to work, y'all. Let us be of service to you. So if you cannot afford to donate, then all we ask is that you simply like and share the video and give us your question. Ashley is doing runes and pendulum, and I am doing tarot tonight. And any channel and messages that come through, I will be more than happy to give those. But oh, don't ever be tired of purging and growth. It's gonna happen forever, and you need to learn how to have fun with it, and just understand that every time you shed something, it's gonna get you closer to your end goal.
We're coming over, Danny.
Yeah, we're coming. We're coming. No, we're gonna wait till summer.
Yeah.
We're gonna wait till summer because it is fucking cold
I don't even think I have the clothes.
I don't. I can tell you right now, I don't have anything warm enough to go up to Canada. So, you know, if you want to take a vacation, you come down here, Danny.
But dude, it's so much. It feels. I know it's frustrating going through all that. I know.
Yeah, I know. And listen, and that's why having the tribe is so important, and that is why we are here for you. Yeah, I'm sure. And listen, I can feel it in my face. Like, and I haven't even been upset about anything, but just the pressure in my face from this Mercury retrograde is intense. The pressure is building. So,
y'all woke up this morning and my tongue is swollen.
Yeah.
My whole tongue is swollen in my mouth.
It's a lot. It's a lot. But I can say that, you know, this is probably the first Mercury retrograde that, and I always say this, they've been getting easier and easier. Hi, Jamie. Nice to see you. Very cool. Thank you for joining us. So, yeah, but the whole thing, so the more that I work on my spiritual growth, the easier the Mercury retrogrades get. And every cycle. So my brother Nelson was like, every time Mercury retrograde come up, he'd always call me like, so how are you doing? Because he knew that I could sense them a few weeks out. I'm like, you know, actually I'm doing pretty well, blah, blah, blah. And as soon as I say that, then about 3 days later, then it hits me. But I really do feel that since I cut that last cord with the, and it was actually through Aaron, So Danny's friend Erin, that I did the past life regression with, which she's amazing, by the way.
I need to get with her and
You
see
really
if we can
do.
do an
Do
energy
a
exchange.
trade with her.
I would love
But
to get that done.
it was that last piece that I needed to cut the ties with my ex, because that was one of my major problems that kept coming up and coming up and coming up. So she helped me sever that last cord, and since then I have literally been able to handle things with a little more ease and grace, and like, okay, well, this is what it is, and you know what, I'm good where my life is going. I shouldn't even let this shit be bothering me. So I mean, and listen, it is not easy to know that your technically husband still has another woman, living up under your roof and your house, what you thought was your house, with your stepkids, and you're not even divorced yet.
Jamie, Sunday wasn't too bad for us. We had a pretty decent day.
It's not an easy process, and that's why it was hard for me to get through it, because I'm not always good at keeping my mouth shut, but I am one of those people. I always see more than I say, and
I never keep my mouth shut.
I've always been one of those people, like, I'll just sit back and
I'm
I'll
very
always wait for the
perceptive.
opportune moment to be like, bam.
I'm very perceptive, but because I'm Aries, I have a very hard time not being the fire sign that I am. I have a hard time not being like, hey, sir. I say sir often, so once you guys know me well, you'll know that I say it all the time. I'm like, sir, sir, you're out of control.
Yeah. And and it's so funny too. The retrogrades not necessarily always end up in heartbreak. It all depends on, what's kind of going on in your environment, because the retrogrades always it slows things down so we can reflect and reassess what is not right in our world. So usually, listen, most of the time, if there is a breakup that is not justified, it's because the person that broke it off wasn't willing to look inside and started projecting, right?
Danny, are you talking about Aaron being in Vegas?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I might have saw a few of her Instagram posts.
But if it is something that has been on your mind for way longer than the Mercury retrograde. The Mercury retrograde, of course, if Mercury comes into town and all of a sudden you go from a happy relationship to I hate your guts, I want a divorce, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be heated either way. The conversations that you've been wanting to have, that you keep beating around the bush, those are going to come up. Now, Nick, oh Lord,
what are we gonna do with you?
I don't know. How about not entice the 10-year-old who knows karate?
I mean,
and then alcohol too. That the alcohol is gonna get you, man. So yeah.
I wonder why she beats me up.
Yeah, right. So I mean, it does though. It sucks, and I feel for you. Just either way, it's going to force you to look at things that need to be looked at. I actually had a friend who, and she's got a good guy, but was she really ready for this guy? Probably not.
It was judo.
So whatevs. Still martial arts shit.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
But yeah, it is. There's nothing easy about Mercury retrograde, because it's all the painful stuff that we need to reflect on. It's the heated stuff, and that's why people get heated, because instead of coming about it from a calm manner and saying, okay, listen, we need to talk about this. I'm feeling some sort of way and I want to settle this. So say Ashley came to me like, yo, Jess, you know, I kind of feel this way about this situation and it upset me. And I decide to take it personal and be like, well, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That is not the way to go about things, y'all. So, I mean, listen and then respond. Okay, you want to make sure that you are aware and that you are listening.
That's what I tell my 12-year-old all the time. You need to listen to hear and not to respond. Like, I don't need you to respond to every time I say something. You just listen, say yes, ma'am, move along. You guys know the yes, ma'am game. Even if you don't agree with mom, you just say yes, ma'am, and keep it moving. Yeah. So what's up, guys? Yeah. Do you guys want some questions tonight? Do you guys have any? Or are we just hanging out, which is still cool as shit because we love you guys, but we just.
But it has been a long day.
Yeah, we've been on for an hour already.
I need to prepare for some stuff tomorrow. So if no one needs a reading, then we will probably hop off.
And see you guys for meditation in the morning. So the last day of manifestation.
Sure that y'all do that. Make sure you hit us up at 10 a.m. At 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Will we be on your page or mine?
I don't know.
Okay.
Russian roulette. I think it's on yours. I think mine was the last one. Guys, whose page were we on last? Somebody tell us. I haven't had time keeping up with this shit. You guys, I'm trying to tie my hair into.
We're on mine tomorrow. Shoot. We were on mine Monday. So
okay, so we will be on Jessica's Waning Moon. You can find me at Blue Eyed Gypsy Soul. Tonk said,
Yes. All right, y'all. Well, I love y'all so much, and thanks for always showing up. Y'all are the best. I don't know what I'd do without y'all. So
we will see y'all in the morning for the closing of Manifestation Week.
Right. And if anyone needs anything, y'all know where we're at. So love you guys, and we'll see y'all later.
Bye guys.